Would you like to have an unshakable confidence in your style? And every time you wear an outfit, you are building remembrance and a very strong brand with your ideal clients. Well, this is possible when your style is brand aligned. And what this means for you is that you can really embrace who God made you to be and really be that person, that woman that God is calling you to be in your business or ministry. You are getting confident, more and more confident in playing out that role that God has for you. And people are also seeing that confidence and are really attracted to you, you serving them, and your business or ministry. And you are being more remembered among people. As each time they see you, they truly understand and get even more excited about how you can help them through your business or ministry. So let's dig in. Now, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Nikki Henricks, and I am a personal brand stylist. And I'm so glad you are here. And today, if you've never heard anything that I've talked about before, really going to dig deep into what brand aligned style is. And it is a powerful business tool that unfortunately many ladies are not using. However, what is great for you is that because not many are using that, you can incorporate this and really go above and beyond in your business, having such great confidence in your style and building that strong brand even faster than you normally would be able to without incorporating this into your style. And if you have been following me a while, then I really hope, as you've heard me say brand aligned style, you can look and think back to this video and really understand the place that I'm coming from and what I am talking about when I am saying brand aligned style. So let's get started, shall we? Now, first of all, why does a brand aligned style matter? Now, we kind of already dug into this a little bit, but I want to really give you three reasons of why it matters for you and your business. So I'm going to write them down because it's always good to have a visual thing, right? So, first of all, is it gives you it gives you confidence. I'll do one at a time. So, it gives you confidence. Why does this matter in business? Well, your confidence affects so many more things than we realize. People, before you even say a word, will judge you based on how you look and honestly, your body language. And so when you are feeling more confident in your clothes, you're automatically, without probably realizing it, are going to put your head up higher. You're going to straighten your shoulders. You are going to walk more confidently. And people pick up on that. They understand that you don't even have to be saying a word. You could just walk through a room that they're in and walk out, and they would judge who you are, what type of mood you're in just by your body language. So when you are confident in your style, that affects your body language, how people perceive you. That first impression that happens so quick, but that is so important because there's something called the halo effect. And basically, it implies that people make a judgment about you in their first impression, right? They're going to make some sort of judgment, whether it's true or not, and then their brain is going to work hard to come up with more proof that that thing is true. And so, let's say you walk in a room and you are like looking very confident because you feel confident in your clothes, and they see that confidence. Well, let's say they don't even necessarily meet you, but you got their attention and they labeled you as a confident person. They are going to be trying to recognize other things. Maybe they're in another conversation with someone that mentions your name and they tell a story about how you helped them and they're like, "Yep, check another fact of how that lady's confident." And they can be doing this, honestly, it's something that happens that your brain does and you may not even realize it. So, when you show up as confident in that first impression, they are going to take anything they can. Their brain's going to take anything they can to reaffirm that. And you want to be labeled as a confident person, right? So it gives you confidence in your body language. Also, how much better do we perform in our business when we are feeling good about ourselves, right? When you have confidence in your style, you really embrace who God made you to be, which will make you more joyful. Also, it will help you remember how God made you differently than others, and you can truly embrace that and incorporate that and be more at home with who you are and just really be that person, be that woman that you are aspiring to be, that God wants you to be from confidence. So it's a dual benefit for you and your potential clients. Now, secondly, it will help you create a strong brand. So, like I said, um, it could even be just you confidently walking in the room that people notice you differently because you're walking differently, because you're so confident, they're going to remember you. And brand alignment is all about clarity and remembrance. And so not only are you going to nail your first impression and they remember you that way, but also they are going to remember you, especially with something called the exposure effect. And so what that is that when someone sees something, someone, a brand 3 to 5 times, it starts to become familiar in their brain when something consistently is shown. And so when you are consistently showing up in your style that is brand aligned, that has consistency in your closet, those outfits are consistent, whether it's in different colors, different patterns, different like overall clothing styles, that consistency helps with this exposure effect. And so they are more likely to remember something when they see it 3 to 5 times. It starts becoming familiar to them. And what this means for you is familiarity brings trust, right? Unless they like really get a bad first impression, they're like, I do not like this thing. Otherwise, familiarity brings trust. And so, what that means is that as they are exposed to your consistent brand aligned style, you will almost become this like familiar friend, but you can also be seen as the expert as well. And so they are more likely to trust you. They are more likely to remember you. So let's say maybe they met you and they didn't really realize how much they needed your service or ministry. But later on, they realize they do, and you are top of mind from that consistent brand aligned exposure, and you are the first one they go to. Or let's say that another way that it creates a strong brand is that with brand aligned style, your personality is really being shown. And so that will set you apart, will set you and your brand apart from many others, like one in a million, one in a billion. Because unfortunately, I want to give this example. Unfortunately, many people I see talk about branded style, but usually they only take it to a certain level. I'm going to look more luxurious. I'm going to up level. That is great, but that's just setting you apart. Yes, setting you apart, but you're still in this big pool of people by just going a little bit. When I work with my clients, brand alignment is strategic with every single piece that you wear. And it doesn't have to be complicated for you because I am there putting all these outfits together for you strategically so you grab and go, always looking brand aligned. So, when you are truly have a deep brand aligned strategy, then you are going to be put, like I said, in this very small group in your industry, one in a million, maybe one in a billion, because just think about it. Who has your business? A lot of people do, but okay. Like, who's an expert in your business? Um, that's a group. And then you add in like your business values. That makes it even smaller within that original group. And then you incorporate your personality. That gets you even in smaller group. And then you incorporate your physical features. And I know sometimes there's these random stories about people finding like their twin on Instagram, but if you think of all those narrowing down that you do with brand alignment, that gets you in this small group. And that is a good thing because God did not have your business, your ministry to help everyone. There's too many people in the world. He could because he is God of the impossible, but he wants each of us to use our gifts and we will teach and we will serve and help people in our own personal way that God made us to. So, when people see your personality come out through brand alignment, that is going to create a strong, set apart brand that people will remember because it's authentic and it is unique compared to so many other brands out there. All right, last one is it attracts your ideal client. And we've kind of already talked about this, especially the last one. But like I said, not everyone is your ideal client, and there's going to be people looking subconsciously and consciously looking for someone like you, looking for someone that teaches in your sort of style, looking for someone with your certain personality. And I want you to think of your style as like a little window into who you are. When you use your accessories, you use your colors, you use your patterns, overall styles, like I said before, and those speak your you specifically and who you are and what your business is about, that is going to attract your best clients. And what I see, and it's going to attract them even more quickly. So, like I said, what I see is that we say brand, but we really don't narrow it down as deeply as we can. And so think of someone that, yes, they're consistent in their brand copy. In the words they speak, in the words that they write. They're consistent with some colors on their website and in their social media content. Those are all good things, right? But then they're not very consistent in their style aligning with their brand. They look elevated. Okay. People's brains, like I said, judge you on first impression, and part of that is your style. So there's alignment with brand in the copy and some visual things. But if your style is not totally aligned with your brand and consistent, it's going to take a while for people to truly understand who you are because you can communicate one thing, but your style, if it says another thing, they're going to see some inconsistency. And so it's going to take them longer to really figure out who you are and if they want to work with you, if they're going to trust you or not. When your style is brand aligned, along with everything else, they, like I said, with the exposure effect, they will really come to know you and understand you. First of all, without you even speaking, but then when you pair it with your speaking engagements and your social media content, whatever you do to attract your clients, it'll all be put together so well and aligned so well that it will make a clear picture of who you are, who your business is, and they can make an easy decision of, yes, I want to keep learning more or work with her, or you know what, she's not for me. And then you're not wasting time on people that aren't your best client, but you are quickly getting those clients that are best for you. So many reasons why brand alignment in your style is so important, such an amazing business tool, both for yourself and for your business and your clients. So let me break down real quickly about what is a brand aligned style. So let's see. Okay, I'm gonna really quick erase part of this so you can see. But basically, I want you to think of it in two. It's built, brand aligned style is built on the two different brand parts. Okay, so brand. Ooh, yeah. And that is, we're gonna go like this and this. So your personal brand, which everyone has a personal brand, even if you don't have a business or ministry, everyone does. And then we're gonna go business slash ministry. Okay, yeah, can see that. Okay. So when your outfits, when your style is brand aligned, it is aligning with you as a person and you as a business. And it's taking those two and aligning them and creating these amazing outfits. So the personal side, that is not only how God made you physically, but also like your characteristics and your personality. So everything, like I said, every piece that you wear when you have a brand aligned style is aligning or in agreement with that. So that's your physical part, like your how God made your body, the coloring that God put in you. Everything you wear is complementing that physical, personal um, brand, that personal, physical part of you. And it is also complementing, aligning with your characteristics and your personality. Okay? Because unless you really aren't showing your face at all in your business, you are your business. You represent your business. You're like an ambassador for your business, right? And so people see you, and so you need to be incorporated in there, especially if you're going to be working on people one-on-one or one in a group, right? So we need that personal part in your style. And then we take the business or ministry brand. And that's like the values of the business or ministry. That is can all be communicated on in your style what is brand aligned. And now more than ever, people are looking for businesses that also have alignment with their visions and their values. And so when your style is brand aligned, you're going to be communicating through your style, hey, this is what our business represents. This is what our business is strongly passionate about. This is what our business values. And so you are able to attract your best clients through that. You're communicating all of your brand through that. And when you align that, like I said, gives you confidence, creates a strong brand, and it attracts your ideal client. Also, with the business brand, we take into consideration who your best clients are because depending on who they are, it may change your style a little bit. Are you working? Are what are your offers like? Are you offering things to stay-at-home moms, or are you offering things to million-dollar female entrepreneurs? Those things are going to have a different effect on how you can be brand aligned with your clients in your style. So that kind of goes more into like the attracting your best client. So those are the two different things. We take your personal brand, your business and ministry brand, and really take all of that into consideration to create a brand aligned style. Now, if you have any questions going deeper into what that means, make sure and put them below if you are watching on YouTube. But I hope this brought some clarity on what I mean by brand aligned style. And I highly, highly encourage you, if you are not already, it is such a business tool, an amazing business and brand tool that you can be using to help you get clients quicker, to help you feel more confident, whether it's at a speaking engagement and you being able to focus more on your client, on your people, and not have to worry about what you're wearing because you know that it is aligning with your personal and business or ministry brand. So that you are more joyful, you are more confident walking into every room. It's such an amazing business tool. And I would love to hop on a call with you, a complimentary style assessment call. If you are curious, first of all, about really having a brand aligned style, or if you would just like a free assessment on, okay, how well am I doing? How well am I communicating my brand through my clothes? Let's jump on a call together. Let's assess your closet and give you a strategy so that you can have that brand aligned style in every single outfit that you are wearing. So you can comment below. Otherwise, I am at Nikki Henrichs, NIKKIHINRICHS. I'll put the link below too. And just DM me on there and we can set up the call. But until next time, know that I am always cheering you on